Hello again. Today I have decided it is time for me to try again doing the fairy balloon kisses that Julie does so well on her channel, Pouring Your Heart Out. So I'm going to do a dirty pour flip cup. Then I'm going to leave the paint for a while. She suggests leaving it for a few hours before you try doing the balloon dip kisses. Before I start, I want to show you the dried painting from my last video, which was my chain pull flowers, and I'm so pleased with the way it came out. It dried beautifully. The background was quite green when it was wet, but the darker colours behind it have started to show through, which I feel gives a better effect with the flowers on the picture. So I will definitely be varnishing that one and keeping it. My dirty cup pour, flip cup pour, I've got my colours all set up here. I have titanium white, Tuscan Red, copper, navy blue, it's actually, midnight blue, yellow, and cerulean blue. Now the cerulean blue has a little white added. I didn't want quite the deep colour. And the yellow I have put some iridescent into. I found the yellow was a little too opaque for me. So by adding some iridescent, hopefully it won't be quite so opaque. It'll show up better on the picture. And all my paints except my white have got coconut milk, dimethicone, one squirt added as I want, as many cells as I can get to do the fairy kisses. So I will start with the white and I will tip each colour into the cup until I have it to where I feel it's ready to be flipped onto the canvas. My canvas is a 12 inch by 16 inch. I have my cup full and ready to go. I know I have got way more paint than what I actually need, but I am going to put it on the end of the canvas, just tip it up, and then I am going to just let it out when I pull the cup back. So I'll turn the canvas over now. Sorry if it's right over the camera. Right, and just wait for the paint to go down. Right, well, I went off for 5 minutes and I've given the cup 5 minutes, so I'm now going to turn the canvas around, and see, no, Yes, I might just pull the cup towards me, I think. I was standing here trying to decide what I'm going to do. I'll pull the cup towards me, and as I'm doing so, I will flip it up. paint on each corner left over from the cup. Excuse my arm across it. Okay, that cup looks quite pretty too. A lot of white of course. Right, now I'm just going to tilt this around the canvas of course to, yes I will, I'll just tilt that as it is. I'm not going to torch it yet as I've already got some quite large cells. So the dimethicone has certainly come to the party when it comes to the cells. I find the little pink ones with the white edges are really pretty, but the skill in watching the other artists on YouTube seems to be in keeping those cells in shape. So I just have to slowly move this down the canvas and around until I've got the desired effect. I'm going to pop a corner catcher on the side as I don't want to lose too much of that blue. I really like it. I like the effect from it. So if I pop a corner catcher on, I should be able to save some of it. Wow, interesting colour patterns. I'm very pleased I got some of the yellow to come out. I knew by putting the yellow next to the midnight blue that I would end up with some green, which I'm quite happy with. I'm actually really liking those green patterns through the green sort of almost lines through it. But now I'm going to clean off my hands, and then I think it might be time for me to give it a torch. See what other cells, if any, that I can bring up. Yes, it's high enough. Well, I'm not sure if I actually like that or not. It's very busy, I think I put way too much dimethicone because I've got a lot of lacing, and the cells I initially had at the beginning of course had pretty much gone, but I'm going to persevere. I'm going to leave that for a while now, and I'm going to come back later, and I am going to do some balloon dipping, try and do some balloon dip fairies. So I'll be back soon. Okay, well, I haven't even waited half an hour, how's that? But I have decided that rather than leave it as it is, because it has a lot of pitting in the in the paint, because of course there's just so much dimethicone in it, that I'm going to try another one of my painting wishes. I would like to try doing a swipe. So my colour I've chosen to do the swipe with is black, and I'm going to run a black line, of course, gently across the top, and I actually think I'll run another line next to that. Actually no, I'll pop another line down halfway. And oh, I think I'd better just do another thicker line across here. Okay, and I'm going to do my swipe with a piece of wet paper towel. I've got a piece ready to go here. This is going to be the fun bit. I've never done this before, and I know from watching other videos to just lightly lay it on the edge of the canvas and pull. So that is what I'm going to do. It's only just long enough. Okay. Well, that's not too bad. I will torch it now and see what I can come up with. Well, that's certainly different. Again, I had to try it. Now I'm just going to walk away again and leave it and come back later and see what I've got. I don't think there is much paint on the canvas. I hope not. I'll just lift it and see how well it moves. No, that's good, because I need the paint slightly tacky to do the balloon dip fairies that I still intend on doing. So again, I will go away for a while and then I will come back and see what the canvas looks like. Okay, it's been 3 hours since I did the swipe, so now I am going to try doing balloon dip kisses, butterfly kisses. I have 2 balloons here, and this is what they once were. My silicone glove. I tried cutting the thumb off and blowing it up. Unfortunately, it didn't work. The thumb was just too small for me to be able to blow. But I managed to take off the index finger and the middle finger, and the index finger gave me a little balloon and the middle finger gave me a slightly larger one. And to tie them off, I just use a tiny cable tie, of which I have quite a few of them. They're very handy for tying balloons. Okay, so I am now going to try doing these little balloon dips that Julie seems to do so well. I'm going to try and find some little areas where they might work, and it's just basically potluck to see what happens. Right, I'll try it, this one here. Now Julie says just to touch lightly. Oh wow, cool. Oh, that's so cool. I think think I have to do it even lighter than that though, don't I? Might try the bigger balloon now. Go for a bigger patch, maybe over here, just gently. Okay, so it does a very little one as well. Okay. Yes, there's no paint there, so that's where I need little dribbles of paint. So I'll get a paint colour out to pop onto the black just to give me the little dribbles that I need. Of course, one of my all favourite colours, which is my natural green. I'll do a wee dip, see if it makes a difference. Right there. There we go. Get the littlest balloon and... Okay, I would need a larger dip than that. I think I pressed too hard, but it certainly came out interesting. Do another dip. Do a little bit more, 2 drops of green. There we go, and some green on the balloon. Completely covered. Still completely covered. Okay, so I think the paint is still a little thick, but I will keep trying. Better. Oh, wow, okay. Well, there's blue over there, so I might try another one. I might retry that one I did earlier and just spread it a little harder. Okay, interesting. Oh, I'm really pleased with these. They're not great, but they're a lot better than what I've had previously. And because the picture is already too busy, doing these certainly helps to make it look different. Almost reminds me, if I do them all over, almost reminds me of a night sky with fireworks. So I'm going to keep going doing this randomly across the painting, and I will pop some music on and speed up the video when I edit it. Right, I've had a lot of fun with that. That's what I call a balloon smash party. It's completely ballooned. I love all the colours. I've had a ball doing it. I'm learning now what to do and what not to do, which is the most important thing. So I'm going to finish off by torching the painting now very quickly. Okay, and I will bring the camera down for a close-up and I will get some still pictures, and so thank you very much again for joining me, and I'll see you next time.